So it turns out my friend actually has her boss in the car with her sometimes, so she really cares about, you know, that it just at least looks decent. The thing I did so far was I cleaned out the interior a little bit with a little carpet cleaner thing. Then she had called me from AutoZone, and she was asking, you know, what to do about the peeling paint. I said, well, there's really not much you can do outside of, you know, repainting. It's just simply, it is what it is, right? It helps if you point the camera in the right direction. Jeez. Anyway, so we got this on the hood, we got the roof, and we got the trunk lid. So 3 parts of the car that really need to be touched. The guy at AutoZone being, you know, is, oh, the interior, yeah, really not terrible. I mean, for 190,000 miles. I'll pop it open for you. Just got a little rip in the driver's seat, but on the passenger side here, I think it looks passable. I mean, I wouldn't be afraid to sit there at this point. It looked pretty bad before. So yeah, what they came up with at the store though was this stuff, Rust-Oleum vinyl wrap. He apparently told her, like, if you didn't like it, you could wipe it off. I'm like, that's not what you need. So I went out to my buddy, and I will bring it in now. We're taking the grocery getter. Oh, we made it. We're in the land of COVID still, so masks are required everywhere. So I got mine on. I like these because they're very easy to breathe through, but they're supposed to filter pretty well. So anywho, yeah, I did add some stuff to this car. I like skulls, so why not? And this place, the Auto Paint Depot, is also available online, and he ships nationwide. Real stuff, and it's good too. I'll show you. Sounds like a diesel. The odd things you see when you're out and about, huh? Got historical plates on it. It sure is. They've made very few years of these. I think 3. So if you could use some paint too. Little bed work. Okay, so my job is to make this car look a little bit better. It looks like the clear coat is white, and underneath the black is still there in most of the areas. The rear bumper is, well, it's popped in, but it's also got a lot of white on it and stuff. So what I've done so far is I did a little bit of work on the hood. I didn't do any of the roof though, as it's got 2, like, I don't know, racing stripes of peeling stuff. Seems like there's a lot more on the driver's side for some reason, but it's like all over the roof is all peeling. And she, apparently the person who owns this car, it takes out their boss and doesn't want it to look terrible. So they just want it to look a little bit better. I'm in the middle of cutting and buffing the hood. It'll look better than that. But I'm not really using real spray gun. I'm using these custom cans. I'm just trying them out. I've never tried it before. It's got an adjustable nozzle so you can change it. I really find as wide as possible is best on this thing, because it's it's not wide enough. I'm used to a gun that gives you like a, you know, 8-inch. This gives you like 4-inch, maybe 3.5, something like that. And you know, it's just a base coat clear coat. You got to wear a mask with it, of course, but ultimately I find it's coming out not spectacular. It kind of spits a little bit out of the can. I don't know that I'll do it again, but I just need to get over this with the thing. I've been sanding it a little bit. I got a little bit of orange peel that looks pretty bad, but this was worse, I think, than the top. So I'm really happy the hood looks, even as it does, it's a lot better. But yeah, so far this car has been time sink, sort of, but that's okay. Let's see what happens when I'm gonna actually record doing the trunk lid, so maybe that'll be of interest to somebody. Okay, still needs to be like waxed and whatnot, but I think it looks a heck of a lot better than it did. I mean, for something that cost me $104, not even just the hood, I mean, all the paint I got for it, I think this is a great deal. So right now what I'm going to do is finish painting the roof. I'm not doing the whole thing even because I didn't buy that much paint. But she just really wanted to get the peeling stuff off, which is what I've pretty much done. I sanded all that off, and then I've primed it. And last time I used a gray primer. This time I used a black primer because it's just better. And again, I'm not doing the entire trunk lid even because it wraps all the way around, and it would require me pulling off emblems and all that other stuff. And being that this card is not for this world for very long, I just want to dummy it up really. But here we go. Here goes nothing. I should remember, with this, you definitely want to wear a mask. A real one, like I have here, you know, an active one. Because, you know, a regular paper mask that you would fight COVID with is not going to be good enough. This thing, it makes sure that you get oxygen and not all the chemicals that are coming out of the paint. So, just remember that. And there goes the wife of my Corvette. She loves to drive it. And so do I. But I let her drive it whenever she wants. She's a good girl. So anyway, here goes the trunk lid. I don't have the greatest stand spot, but this hopefully works. Come on, don't fall over, you piece of shit. What the hell? Alright, that should be hopefully good enough. Get the idea. I'm not painter extraordinaire. Trick with these, you gotta shake them a lot. I still do the old overlap by about 50%. Nice stuff is split. And when it does that, it means you gotta shake it more. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's going to be a matter of wait, put another coat on. Alright, actually I'm not in the camera. Alright, now I'm in the camera. So basically what it's going to be is now I'm just going to wait, put one more coat on. Then, as long as everything looks decent and somewhat even, I'm going to put clear over the top of that. And that's when I start doing the cutting and buffing and, you know, making it look reasonable. Would I recommend doing this outside? No. In the springtime? No, because it's a mess. But that said, actually, I think the fume's dissipated enough now. I can take this off. So one nice thing about being outside. All right, so what I would say though is, you know, if it's a quickie and it's just something annoying and the car looks like absolute crap and it's a piece of crap anyway, why the hell not, right? I mean, not everything has to be, you know, perfect, and Concours, you know, beautiful. It's just passable. You know, maybe not get you pulled over or get you laughed at or pointed at or, you know, whatever. So this is, you know, something that I'm trying to do on the cheap because I'm not paying, I'm not getting paid for it. I'm not making anybody pay for it. That's driveway. I am the warranty here. So I'm just making it look, you know, passable. So with that, I'll come back when it's done, and you can kind of, well, maybe a little bit before that, I'll kind of show you the cut, and then we'll be done. Okay, so the car in general, I mean, I haven't cut or buffed or anything. It's just got the clear coat slate on there. But ultimately, it looks a million times better than it did. I mean, it's a Sentra. It's a $750 Sentra with $100 worth of paint on it. But at least it somewhat matches because I got the right paint code. I did get little runs in the clear, but that's okay. I'll take that out with the cut. Little sandpaper. I know people use a razor blade. I don't like that method, so I don't use it. But with that, I think the Sentra can now go on the road and not be totally embarrassing, because it looked really, really bad before. Now it looks really bad. But We are going to get a hubcap for it too, so it'll be, I don't know, as sexy as Sentras get, I guess, from the early 2000s. So, sorry I don't put up enough videos these days. I'm crazy. I've got a million things going on, but I do have stuff coming soon. So please subscribe. And I will be doing a lot with this car this summer. I am driving down to Florida for one, so that'll be one heck of a road trip. I am going to hit Brandon Motorsports Park and do a quarter mile down there, right next to the Freedom Factory, the old Cletus land. And it should be an absolute blast. So I hope people will watch and come along with me. I'll probably do some live stuff on my way down, and hopefully there'll be something interesting to see, you know? All right, so with that, I'm out. Need to wash something fiercely now, but I think it looks good enough to go. Got rid of the masking paper before it damages anything. But yeah, if it was an SER, I might actually bother to really, you know, go over it, and well, I'd probably do the bumper too. But as it is, I think this is going to be a great just runabout car for a little while, and won't get it pulled over constantly, which is a plus. So the car is out of my driveway, which is great, as I do not need any more cars in my driveway, obviously. But the owner was very happy. Was it perfect? No, not absolutely perfect, but it was really, really good. It shined, you know, and it matched because I got the great paint. I will put the link to where I got this paint from. I mean, literally the paint, 2 cans of clear, 2 cans of the custom color, and 1 can of primer, and boom, it was $104. So that's all I got and laid on the car. I mean, did it cost me a little bit for sandpaper and buffing polish, and, you know, yeah, that stuff is not... in my mind counted, it was pretty cheap. So, you know, $104, and, you know, the skunk stripes over the top, and completely peeling the hood and trunk lid, or, you know, resolved somewhat. And I think the car is going to be, you know, passable for the time being. So with that, hopefully you'll come back for the next time. All right, that's Driveway out.